Has someone hurt you and you're struggling to keep it together? Let's find out how to work through these difficult emotions without ruining the relationship you're in. The first thing to do is seek to understand, not to be understood. When we feel hurt, when we feel disabused or neglected, rejected, whatever that hurt is that's coming at you, it's very, very common for us to then just dive into, you need to hear me, you need to understand, and you go at it, and this can create a barrier of defense with the person that we're trying to talk to and be heard so that they cannot hear us. Be careful. Treat them with understanding so you may first know what they were trying to accomplish. So you don't do things like, why did you say that? You could say, what you just said, I don't think I understand. Can you explain yourself to me? Get into that, or get into, what happened. Find out what the thought process was going on. Not to search to find out how to trap them into proof that they disabused you, but to curiously, truly understand what was their perspective so that you may learn, oh, they weren't trying to hurt me. You may discover in this process right there, this was an attempt to help me. That changes everything, right? But if you come in, guns a-blazing,
you hurt me, what, you gotta understand this,
you're in a trigger space, you're reacting, you are not solving a problem, you're creating a fight. So come at it with a sense of curiosity to understand deeply what is going on with this person that they did this thing. This person loves you. If you're asking this question, this is a person that you either respect or love or both. And so treat them with respect and love and understanding, as you would hope they would treat you. The second thing is, as you begin to discuss what happened and you hear them and they're asking, I did this, why does that matter? You can say things like, when that happens, I feel, and you express that. You talk about how it makes you feel. You don't say, you did this to me to hurt me. You don't accuse, you don't attack. You talk in terms of, this action makes me feel this way. It's not you made me feel this way. This action, I felt this way when I'm confronted with, it's not you did this, right? This is a tricky thing to do for people that haven't done it before. But what it does is it differentiates the reality of what they were doing, maybe their intent behind what they were doing, to show them that even with that good intent that you had in your heart, when you did this, it made me feel this way. And it takes off the edge of the feedback, right? It lets them understand, oh, I have things that when they happen make me feel misheard or make me feel like I'm less than. All those things that you face in those difficult moments can be approached with kindness and more understanding if you talk in terms of I feel. The third thing is to step away. Be prepared to walk away from a conversation that is difficult when you're getting into something like this. If your emotions start to rise, you feel your heart rate increasing, you feel the tension building, say, hey, you know what? I'm not prepared to have this conversation. I'm feeling dysregulated. Can we step away and come back to this conversation later tonight when I have a better sense of control of myself so that I treat you with the respect and the concern that I want to? So if you are in a space where your emotions are starting to overtake you and you want to control them so that you are not going to react negatively and say things that you don't mean to or act in ways you don't want to, be prepared to step away if you feel yourself losing control. It's okay. It happens to all of us. Take a beat. Walk away. Calm yourself down. Give yourself some significant time. When we walk into these things and get riled up, if you come back too quickly, your nervous system has not had the chance to calm itself and it will rise to the occasion again. Calm yourself. Take the time. Come back when you're truly calm and ready to be curious and ready to use words like I feel and ready to understand them first. Fourth I kind of just said it, but you got to stay curious about what a solution might be or about why this person is doing those things. The state of curiosity keeps you out of judgment. It keeps you out of assumptions. It keeps you out of accusations. You're curious, truly curious. And don't fire question after question after question at somebody in your curiosity. That becomes an interrogation. It's not curiosity. Curiosity is a flow. It's easy. It is inquiring, right? It is not heavy-handed. So stay away from bullets of, trains of questions, and come with true, meaningful curiosity about who this person is, why they did these things, and your emotions will diminish as you stay curious. The moment you start to make an assumption, the moment you start to feel an accusation, that's when you're going to go back to stage 3, when you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to get heated here. I need to step away. All right? These are the 4 steps that you follow. I learned these in the process of my divorce. We had marriage therapy for about 2.5 years, and I had done very significant things in my marriage to cause damage. I was the source of the greatest trauma in my ex's life because I cheated on her, and that is a real source of trauma. That impacts a person significantly when the person they believe they trust most is disloyal in that way. I made a significant error. I wanted to face it. I wanted to see if we could be compatible after we saw this. And, not everyone gets through that stuff. We didn't. But in the process of understanding why I had done that, what I had really done to this person who had trusted in me, and seeing that, I learned to get to a place where I could listen to what was coming at me without reacting. It was a powerful thing when I got there. I wasn't successful all the time, but by the end, I was successful most of the time. If I got attacked because of a fit of rage or anger caused by the trauma of my betrayal, I could recognize this reaction, this anger, this expression coming at me, this accusation or assumption coming at me is a result of my own behavior. I first stepped into that and thought, I would think to myself, the fact that you're acting this way and behaving this way towards me right now is evidence of my mistreatment of you. And I am sorry that I have caused you to be in this state of distress. And I want you to know that I am trying to do the best I can. That simple statement, in the face of the vitriol that comes at you when you have made a serious error, and I hope you haven't in your relationship, but if you have, that statement will do incredible things for you, because it is a recognition of your own fault. It is a recognition of where this anger could be coming from. It is a recognition that this person has a right to feel upset, and that you are also doing your best. It diminishes no one. And that leaves you open to have a conversation. It dismisses the anger because you're owning what it is you brought. And you never know how that may hit you. It may come out of nowhere and you don't understand. But these are the types of things that happen in long-term intimate relationships. We hurt the ones we love the most. Not because we intend to, but because when we love someone the most, we are the most vulnerable to be hurt. You are open to them, and their mistakes will cut you deeply. And when that happens, you want to meet that without a deeply distressing emotional response when you can. And meet this person with curiosity, with openness, with understanding, and being able to stand in that ground without having your emotions build up. All of this comes from standing in a place where you use these principles of curiosity, understanding, focusing on how you feel, not reflecting on the other, and then really being guarded and watching as you gauge your emotions if they start to rise and take over, stepping away. If you can maintain this, man, you can have some really, really, really difficult conversations that will be helpful to making your relationship stronger. So, if this is something that you find helpful, if you're struggling to have good, meaningful communication without emotionally reacting and being triggered, try these steps. And you may also be in a place where you are already in trouble because the relationship has devolved to a point where you're divorced. So, how to heal from a broken heart after a divorce might be a good video for you. Stick around, that's coming up. I'd love to hear from you on what you do to manage your emotions in difficult situations. Like, subscribe, follow. I'm James Burnham. Thanks for joining me.